I made an earlier video about a report that the hedge funds actually were responsible for destruction of Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers, and I'll play a little bit of the sound of that video because the image makes a lot of flickering.
The final assault began on September 9th when 1 million Lehman IOUs hit the market. The next day, 6 million. The day after that, 23 million. The day after that, 32 million. The day after that, it was September 15th, 28 million. On that day, under the crush of 90 million failed trades dumped into the market in just 1 week, Lehman's stock dropped to 21 cents.
So basically it dropped to 21 cents, and after that the destruction even continued until it was bankrupt. And this was done by hedge funds, according to this journalist. So it's interesting to me to hear Mr. Soros, a hedge fund manager, say the following.
Look, what you have to realize that the system has actually broken down. This is what I explain in my book, that really in following the Lehman Brothers default, that was a game-changing event. You know, in the book that I published last year, I said that this is the most serious crisis of our lifetime and so on, but I did not actually expect the system actually to break down.
That's interesting to me because, well, all kinds of questions arise, of course, here. Was there basically a situation in which the hedge fund decided that the banking system was no longer profitable as it was functioning, and so it was time to start profiting from its destruction? Soros has said in recent interviews that he is having a good crisis, and of course he has, because he can pick up stocks for very little money. Does this mean that hedge funds, which were unregulated, banded together and decided that they would destroy the banking system, and as he is talking about it now, that they expect the banking system to completely self-destruct and not recover, and that is a good thing? It's quite puzzling to me still, because hedge funds, I would assume, do need a banking system, and maybe that is also the reason for the survival of some banks, for instance Goldman Sachs, that is heavily into the government. And it may be that the recent deregulations and the strong push for that, and the kind of the rally from 2001 onwards, was actually a result of the banking system sensing the danger of cooperating hedge funds as a terminal threat to their existence, and it has now come to pass. Anyway, you're still, and I are still, the victims of this whole process, and I hope you also check out this video on force majeure, where you can destroy or nullify all derivatives that are creating the huge debt bubble that sucks all the money out of the economy. And I hope you find this interesting. Thanks very much for listening.